Right. Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. I'm trying to say that at the beginning of all my videos from now on, guys, because Tiger King is awesome. All right, so today we need to learn some new circle vocabulary. So this is going to be mostly about Objective 2 in the circles and conic sections PFA. Objective 2 is really all about, like, do you know the parts of the circle? So I'm going to go over quickly the different parts of the circle with some definitions. Here is like the big tip of the day. Copy this diagram and then keep it right next to you when you take the PFA. Obviously, there is nothing. That looks weird. It looks like it says TP. Tip. There's nothing that's stopping you guys from using notes on my PFAs. I understand that in some classes you are not allowed to use notes. You are allowed to use notes in geometry. So please copy this diagram, keep it right next to you during the PFA. All right, so terms we need to know. Term number 1 is radius. All right. Radius is, I'm not going to say, it is technically the distance, but it is segment from the center to the edge. Okay, so guys, go to bed. Why are you still living up? Go to bed. So any segment at all that goes from the middle of the circle out to the edge of the circle, that is a radius. Okay. Second one is also pretty simple, and that is, let's see, do I need to, like, how can I do this? Diameter. A diameter is again a segment that goes edge to edge and through the middle. And it is also 2 radii. So notice that if I drew a radius one way and a radius the other, I would make a diameter. Okay, those guys, we should know those. Those are, like, pretty simple, right? I'm not even going to say circumference because you guys know circumference. Okay, so the next one is this. And this, friends, is called a chord. Yep, spelled like the musical chord. It's any segment from edge to edge. Literally any segment that goes from any spot to any other spot is a chord. There are lots of different chords, okay? A special note here. The diameter is a chord. The diameter is a special chord, but it is a chord because it goes edge. Right here, if diameter goes edge to edge, that means it's a chord. There are an infinite number of chords you could draw in this circle. Okay. Now the next one is similar to those. It would go like this. And that is called a secant. Secant. Okay. Secant is a lot. Oh, what? No. Oh my gosh, this is supposed to be in red. My color coding is bad. Some of you color coders out there would be mad at that. Okay, a secant is a line that passes through a circle at 2 points. Okay, so think about that. Any line that cuts through your circle, it has to cut through it at 2 points, right? You could try for days and you cannot draw a line that touches your circle 3 times. You can't do it, okay? A secant is a line that slices through and it cuts it into 2 different things, it touches it at 2 points. All right, and so finally, there's a special line out there, okay? And it goes like this. It's going to go right along the edge, and it is going to barely skim the edge of the circle. This, I'm going to hang on. Oh, look, you probably see Mrs. McSparron. That's called a tangent. Tangent. Okay, so a tangent, it is a line that touches a circle at exactly 1 point. So there's a lot of different tangents, but the thing we have to imagine it barely skimming so that it only shares exactly 1 point with the circle. Now there's a really special thing about a tangent. Okay, so special, I'm going to put it in orange. Special, okay, is that every tangent makes a 90-degree angle with a radius. Okay, so what does that look like? Well, that means that if I imagine taking that spot where the tangent hit the circle and connecting it to the center, like dashed lines. Okay, that would be a radius, and it always is going to be exactly 90 degrees. If I drew a tangent in a different spot, let's just do that. Like let's draw a tangent like this. Watch. Barely touched. See that? Man, I'm good. Barely touched. Well, if I drew that line, here's draw it. If I drew that line right there, it would make a 90-degree angle. Now we're gonna get rid of some of that stuff because right, that blurs up my diagram. Okay, but these are the main new terms that you need to know. Okay, so please copy this down, put it on a piece of paper next to you, and keep it there for when you take the PFA. Real quickly, let's do a diagnostic question. You're going to see this is pretty easy, okay? So this wants all the chords. So I'm just going to highlight those. So I see that TW. That goes from edge to edge. Remember, chords are edge to edge. UV, that goes edge to edge. SU, that goes edge to edge. Now, CV, that does not go edge to edge. Right, that just goes edge to center. That's a radius. That is not a chord. So, whoops, come back, yellow line. All right, so then let's see, like which one of those is it? So we need SU, UV, and TW. That means that one is my answer. That is all the chords in Circle C. Now, I expect some of you guys are going to have trouble with this. This is tricky stuff. Please, if you feel like you're ready, just go ahead and try the circles PFA. There's some things you haven't learned yet, but I want you to try them so that you see the types of questions and you know what is confusing to you, okay? Make sure you do the homework. If you have questions, please sign up with me, okay? Sign up for a help session. That's all I got. Have a fantastic Thursday.